me. So every of us had to visit a doctor, maybe be in a hospital, or have to take different kind of drugs. And because of this, I think that I suppose every of us complained about healthcare, about devices used to treat or diagnosis, or complain about way of treating in public health centers, something like that. So it's the reason why I'd like to introduce you the new technology in the medicine and pharmacy. And the first question which was in my head is should the government give more money for research centers for scientific research? And the first thing which I had in my head is a research problem, because it's connected to different questions, different analyses, different methods, different hypotheses, different ideas, and all these things demand lots of money, which I think should be developed, given by government. But yeah, that's all. Should be given by government. And I'd like to introduce you the past, the current state of medicine and pharmacy, and the future of technology in this part of medicine. At the beginning, we start the past. As we know, the technology wasn't as developed as nowadays. And to imagine how was that, I'd like to present you some picture. For example, we have here different oh my goodness, different prostheses of different parts of our face. The next we've got a prosthesis of leg. Do you know what is it? I suppose no. It's a casual which was used to protect from radiation. Yeah, different than nowadays. And here we can see surgical tools. Yeah. So it was different than nowadays. And here, cocaine toothache drops, which were used during a toothache. What nowadays it's not legal because of cocaine. The current state of medicine and pharmacy nowadays is better than in the previous. We've got a lot of very good devices which are used to diagnosis, or which are used to treat, to do surgical operations, and we've got lots of better medications. But I would like to present you what we can have in the future. And the first device is used, do you know what is melanoma? Melanoma is the most deadly cancer of skin cancer, most deadly form of skin cancer. Sorry. So I think the one thing is needed to diagnose melanoma is a biopsy, which is very painful and very invasive way of diagnosis. So this device is supposed to help doctor with diagnosis of melanoma. I mean, patient which is suspected to have melanoma doesn't need biopsy without diagnosis during this device. I mean, for example, doctor suspects melanoma. The first thing which will be done, it's not biopsy, but diagnosis during this device. And then, if suspect will be confirmed, doctor can do a biopsy. So I think it's better for patient because of unneeded pain. The next thing is called electrical aspirin. Electric aspirin, sorry. It's a kind of chip which size is like very small, not to see without microscope, which can be placed here between nose and eyes, somewhere here, and patient who has this kind of chip has also remote control. And for example, if you suffer from headache, different kind of migraines, or different kind of headache, if you know that the pain is coming, you can take this remote control, make it closer to your face, push the button, and then pain will go away. Because of because this chip is connected, I think connected with nerves. So it's a kind of stimulation without drugs. The next thing is a 3D printer. I think it's the most popular nowadays because we can, thanks to this printer, we can print different parts of our bodies, and ears, hepatitis, pancreas. But one problem is tissue compatibility, and it's the one thing which has to be improved to use 3D printers to create our organs. And the next thing is a kind of robot which is supposed to be used in a hospital. What for? It's a kind of robot which is supposed to deliver drugs for patients. What now is doing by nurses. It will be programmed as every patient will get drugs, and for example thermometers to check temperature of body. Yeah, and that's all. So I think that the new technology in medicine and pharmacy in the future create a faster diagnosis, faster treatment, and faster convalescence. So I think that the answer for the beginning question is yes, the government should give more money for research center for researchers. Yeah, for scientific research, sorry. And that's all.